Good afternoon. I would like to start by thanking Laguna for the opportunity for an independent study in stem cells the past 3 years, and my parents for encouraging me to follow my dreams and passions. I was first introduced to stem cells my freshman year biology class when an upperclassman came and spoke to me about her cell study in stem cells. I became so intrigued that my sophomore year, I joined her in the study. After 3 years of research and hours of TED Talks, I was ready for some answers and real-life situations. For my senior project, I traveled to Panama with aspirations to discover the misconceptions in the stem cell world and to get a glimpse of the success of the intravenous treatments that are prohibited in the United States. My journey began in Panama to a world-renowned center where Dr. Paz Rodriguez, my off-campus supervisor, started the Stem Cell Institute in 2006. It was here, on the 63rd floor, that my life would be forever changed. As the elevator doors closed and I entered the office, I wasn't sure if it was the view or the treatment that was actually curing the patient. I was asked to sign confidentiality papers to protect all of the patient's names and treatments. Throughout the course of the weeks, I got to interact with patients, sit in on their treatments, even hold and comfort them as they underwent their procedures. After each session, I would walk back to my desk in the patient coordinator's office and take notes and debrief with doctors. I had time with physicians to ask my own questions and share ideas. I also spent a large amount of time with the clinic manager, Dr. Sierra, who explained how things both ran in the center and the lab. The first question he asked me was, "How is your background in embryology?" As a senior in high school, the closest I came to embryology was AP biology. I was instructed to familiarize myself with both embryology and the cells used for treatment. Every evening after I left the center, I engrossed myself in research. After a few days, the clinic staff realized I knew Spanish and quickly started speaking only Spanish to me. Never have I been so exhausted at the end of the day, being challenged in a tough subject, but also in a foreign language. Life skills and compassion came into play. Each day, as I entered into the unknown, things started to come clear to me that patients were improving before my eyes. Autism, spinal cord injuries, multiple sclerosis, and even a cancer patient were seeing positive results. I couldn't get enough. These are treatments every patient should be receiving, until I realized it came with a very high price that insurance does not cover. Patients came from all over the world, clinging for any amount of hope to cure their illness. I was humbled by their courage and willingness to try something new. A particular patient that stands out to me was a young man about my age who stepped out to cross the street and was hit by a drunk driver. To his avail, he was paralyzed from the waist down. Even though he is still in a wheelchair, he has made monumental progress and is gaining both feeling and sensations in his lower extremities. It was his second time at the clinic, and he was deeply grateful for the opportunity to return for a second time. This is just one of the many encounters I had while working at the Stem Cell Institute. Although I do not want to work on this medical side of stem cells, this project has led me to believe that I want to pursue this topic, and I too would like to make a difference in the world through both science and business. I want to end with a quote by Jim Parker, a former patient at the Stem Cell Institute and a former Texas legislator. "Panama did not exactly change my life. It literally gave my life back to me." Like Mr. Parker, I too am grateful for my life-changing experience in Panama, and I have a new sense of gratitude for how fortunate I am to have been an observer, not a patient. In closing, I would like to thank Ms. McHale for her help through this process, Ms. Rorty for being an exceptional on-campus supervisor, and Laguna for challenging me and pushing me out of my comfort zone.
Questions for Maddy?
How is the research, are they using stem cells differently there than they are here with patients?
In the States, stem cells aren't allowed to be directly injected into your vein. They're only allowed to be injected into joints. Also, they're using stem cells that are from donated umbilical cords, which is also not allowed in the States. So, and here we're only doing clinical trials for the most part.
Sounds fascinating.
It really is.
I have lots of questions.
I'll meet with you anytime.
That was a great presentation, Maddy. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
How do you envision combining your interest in business and stem cells or other medical pursuits?
I get that question a lot. It's a very new field, so I really don't know how they're going to intermix together, but right now I'm a business major and I'm minoring in biology. I'm not sure. There's different treatments that need investing, so there's a lot of investments that work with stem cells and bringing the treatments to market, because right now it's a huge issue with the FDA, so I'm just trying to figure out where I want to go with that.
Thank you so much.
How are they getting the stem cells? They used to harvest them, but are they now growing them in culture? Petri dishes, or how are they harvesting?
It's kind of a complicated process. When patients come in, they get a match with an umbilical cord, or they are taking cells from their bone marrow and then they're harvested. But they're super particular, and they make sure that they know if they're gonna. The stem cells that they were using aren't going to have any negative effects, and so it's like I wasn't on the lab side, so it's kind of different for everywhere you
They're
go.
grown from your own cells?
They can be, or they're grown from a donated umbilical cord.
So, did you get a lot of, do patients get a lot of stem cells from embryos? Or
No, there was
that up at the beginning?
the embryonic. Is that what you mean?
Sure.
They were using embryonic stem cells. In Panama, it's actually illegal, which is why. But they're working in Panama because they use adult stem cells. Those are legal, which is why.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem.
Good job.